Men and women have lost their hearts, their minds, their lives in the farthest reaches of the globe to take our flag and twist it. A, it's desecration of the flag. 2, it's stolen valor. 3, it's just bad practice. But if I unzip my shirt here, you'll see there's the real men and women that go and fight. There's real men and women that are in Afghanistan right now fighting for that flag. Well, this guy's playing crossing guard. Cue the music.
Disorderly product news. Disorderly product news.
Just after 3 o'clock on this block, officers on routine patrol spotted a guy near 21st and Washtenaw who they say quickly became a concern.
He was walking in a suspicious manner, holding his side. Officers thought that he had a weapon, which he did, and the weapon was recovered.
Chief Fred Waller says the guy, who has an extensive criminal record, pulled out that weapon and opened fire on the officers as they chased after him on foot.
The officers returned fire at this offender, striking him in the shoulder and the leg. This subject then continued to run, and the officers then located him, attempting to conceal himself at 21st, approximately 21st in California.
We're right by the pink line in California. So the Chicago, the train systems, they go on the green line, the red line, the pink line, the purple line, the blue line. They go by colors. This is the pink line, which is a very small line. It doesn't go that far throughout the city. So they got red tape up. There's multiple crime scenes. There's multiple crime scenes because there's tape over here. There looks to be like 3 crime scenes. So it must have been a running shooting. Be my guess. Sarge, what's going on, buddy? Can I ask you what happened? Can I ask you what happened? Shooting? And then how many different crime scenes do we have? 3?
Well, you call these affairs and these affairs. Directed new affairs. They'll give you all the information.
Is that usually the subordinates tell the sergeants what to do around here? Is that how it goes?
I'm reiterating what he said.
I know. I mean, we were in the middle of a conversation and he kind of cut us off, so that's a little bit rude. What was your name there?
Officer Alvarez.
Start number?
7715.
Uh-oh. I see a thin blue line. Ugh. Get a German Shepherd and a badge and put it on a flag. Get your own flag. Stolen valor. Stolen valor. You didn't take the equity. The equity it was taken to put the emotion in that flag.
Can you please move back, sir? Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem, buddy.
For safety. How about some headlights?
Your headlights are off, buddy. You almost hit me. Unless it's an emergency, they can't evade traffic laws. So tell them to either put on their headlights and their sirens or drive with their headlights on, one or the other. But absent of emergency, you cannot evade traffic laws, Alvarez.
Need help, sir? They both, I guess. What's your address, sir? 2020 South Washington. 2020 South Washington.
He's going to escort you. Oh, can we talk again now, Sarge, that the bodyguard's gone? Can we talk again now that your bodyguard's gone?
I was reading what he said. He said we're directed to news affairs. You can call them. They'll give you all the information you need, sir.
Anthony Gugliani. Paisan.
You can contact him. Just you know, sir, you're being recorded out on video.
What's the, do you got an event number? Do you got an event number?
Yeah, you can.
Well, hey, Alvarez. Okay, what's the event number? If I'm being audio recorded, what's the event number? Sarge, what's your name, badge? So I can get that, pull that footage. 1310. 11363. 17715. And all 3 cameras. What was your name there?
Officer Alvarez.
Start number?
7715. Officer Alvarez.
Start number?
7715.
Uh-oh. I See a thin blue line. Ugh. Get a German Shepherd and a badge and put on a flag. Get your own flag. Stolen valor. Stolen valor. You didn't take the equity. The equity it was taken to put the emotion in that flag.
Can you please move back, sir? Thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate it.
No problem, buddy.
For safety. How about some headlights?
Your headlights are off,
There you
buddy.
go.
You almost hit me. Unless it's an emergency, they can't evade traffic laws. So tell them to either put on their headlights and their sirens or drive with their headlights on, one or the other. But absent of emergency, you cannot evade traffic laws, Alvarez.
Need help, sir?
They both, I guess.
What's your address, sir?
2020 South Washington. 2020 South Washington. Right by my car.
He's gonna escort you. Oh, can we talk again now, Sarge? That the bodyguard's gone?
Excuse me?
Can we talk again now that your bodyguard's gone?
I was reading what he said. He said we'll direct you to news affairs. You can call them. They'll give you all the information you need, sir.
Anthony Gugliani. Paisan.
Contact him. Did you know, sir, you're being recorded out on video?
What's the, do you got an event number? Do you got an event number?
Yeah, YouTube channel?
Well, hey, Alvarez. Okay, what's the event number? If I'm being audio recorded, what's the event number? Sarge, what's your name, badge? So I can get that, pull that footage. 1310. 11363. 17715. On all three cameras, right?
Yes, sir.
My man. Oh, he's got the thin blue line patch on too. Look at it. He did nothing to get the equity in that flag, but he puts on that flag. That flag is an American flag. Yet they changed the colors to take the accreditation, the valor that real men and women fought for overseas. They stole their valor. They took the flag and they tweaked it and they said, "This is about us. Give us the adulation. We need this. It's all about us. Give it to us." Yeah, that's called thievery. When you try and take something you didn't earn.
Need help, sir?
I'm just trying to see what's going on here. I live right here. Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be one thing you want to make flag, put a German Shepherd on it. You didn't.
I live right here. Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be one thing you want to make flag, put a German Shepherd on it. You didn't go across. Men and women have lost their hearts, their minds, their lives in the farthest reaches of the globe to take our flag and twist it. A, it's desecration of the flag. 2, it's stolen valor. 3, it's just bad practice. But if I unzip my shirt here, you'll see there's the real men and women that go and fight. There's real men and women that are in Afghanistan right now fighting for that flag. Well, this guy's playing crossing guard. Put a flag on, you don't even know what it means. Ask me this: if you got a space for a thin blue line flag, you got a space for an American flag. So which flag do you pledge allegiance to? If you're not putting my flag up there, then you're putting the flag up there, then you're pledging allegiance to that flag. The equity in that flag was put in by men and women who sacrificed the ultimate sacrifice, right? If your neighbor pays off her home, they take out a loan and they pay it off and then they go and get groceries, you cannot move in, repaint it and say it's your house. You don't own that property now. You have not put into that, you're not paid that equity, you have not put into what that flag represents. How dare you put it on your chest? You're just trying to suck off the other person's sacrifices. Put a German Shepherd on there. Call it a day. Dare you put my flag on your vest and twerk it. It's against U.S. flag code. Also. What?
What did he say to you when you came over here?
Nothing. He just said, "Oh, this guy can't get the donuts."
Donut box.
So he's making them aware that we're recording. But he's recording too, so I don't know why.
Hi, Mom. There you go. Have a blessed evening, guys.
You too, buddy. Well, Yeah, so if you look up United States flag code is not flag code is law, but it's not enforced. And the only there's only been one for desecration of the flag, and that's the First Amendment, one that police officers are not afforded because they're members of the government. Rights are citizens, not the government. The government upholds the rights. Citizens take part, have the rights. So they couldn't use the First Amendment as reasoning for desecrating flag. So go get the Demand Your Flag decals. It's void, stamped over the thin blind flag. We demand that the American flag be put on all the people's properties, buildings, and uniforms, i.e. uniforms. And if you want to see the people that are in Afghanistan right now fighting right there, those are real warriors. So if you looked up flag code, you would see that you're not allowed to change the pattern, the colors. I mean, I can't quote it verbatim. So it's definitely against the U.S. flag code, you know. But I can make an argument for it being desecration of the flag. But regardless, even if you don't think it's desecration of the flag, it's definitely against U.S. flag code. But flag code's not enforced. But it is law. But if enough people get angry about it, then it'll be enforced. I'm gonna go down here and see what Nightcrawler said. So I was having a civil conversation with the sergeant, and then Alvarez decided he was just gonna butt in and talk for the sergeant. Yet he's underneath the sergeant. Like, the sergeant could talk without you jumping in. I think he's a grown man. So this looks like the forensic team. I think they got shells in that shell casings in that bag. They got the purple gloves on. They got the latex gloves at the ready. Latex gloves at the ready. These guys, I think, these guys with these blue jackets on like that, those thin blue windbreakers, I think they are part of like a forensic team. They come into the crime scenes and they're probably on call 24 hours. Obviously, they have some days off, but they come to scenes like this and they're trained. They probably went to Quantico or Langley and got trained by the feds on how to do a crime scene. See, he's got that's a measure in his left hand. That if I'm correct, it's like a tape measure. It'll tell you how far things are apart. So the people with the thin blue windbreakers, I think they're just they're like evidence technicians. They've been trained probably, like I said, Langley, which is FBI headquarters in Virginia. Oh, so this guy's taking on the red tape over here. So they must have cleared this scene down here.
Yeah, there's no tape down the street that way too.
Yeah, that's what I said. There was 3 scenes, and I was talking to the sergeant, and I'm like, "Is there 3?" I'm like, and he was talking to me fine, and literally, and then the officer stepped in. He goes, "If you want to know anything, you go to news affairs." I was like, "Dude, we were having a regular conversation."
Right here.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, we were having a regular conversation, and then I'm like, "Is it normal for a subordinate to tell a superior officer what to do?" And he's like, "Well, I'm just repeating what he's saying." No, you weren't repeating. You were saying something completely different. You weren't repeating what he was saying at all. Like, we were literally having a conversation, and he jumped in.
Oh, they don't like transparency.
No. What would be the need for him to jump in and cut off his superior officer?
They might have shot someone in the back or arms. I don't know. Can you imagine if that person wasn't taking that video on Friday?
Yeah.
Nobody would know.
Oh yeah. The people getting shot for walking between train cars. Let me show you. So this is the L up here. Like I told you guys, in Chicago, the lines go by colors: blue, yellow, red, pink, blue, green, orange. And that shooting that you saw on the news throughout the country was one guy going from one train car to the next, which is the most benign crime in the world. It's not even a crime, it's an ordinance violation. And he ended up getting shot by the CPD for going from one train car to the next. That's what he did. I mean, even CPD news affairs claim that's what he was doing. That's not coming from the press. That's not coming from people outside. That CPD news affairs said he went from one train car to the next train car. There was a deputy superintendent that made that claim today at the so, and he ended up getting shot. And the state's attorney's looking into pressing charges on those two officers. He was shot for going from one train car to the next because once you resist, it doesn't matter if you're Jeffrey Dahmer or you went from one train car to the next. They're gonna use anything up to and including lethal force to put you down. And obviously they use lethal force for a guy going from one train car to the next. Because you can let people go from one train car to the next. The next thing you know, they'll be, you know, eating without a napkin and putting too much sugar in their coffee. Who knows? Might get crazy and, you know, double park. Are people saying that Joe Rogan passed away? That's a joke, guys. It's April 1st, I think. Oh no, it's March 1st. Next month it'll be April 1st. So next month they'll be telling you Joe Rogan died. Yeah, whoever hasn't seen that, it's so Chicago train cars, they're not all connected. So when you go from one train car to the next, you're out in between the cars. You're not in the cars anymore. So you're like, it is sketchy, but it's sketchy only for you, right? I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing it, but I also wouldn't say that the punishment should be getting shot.
Hey, is this South London?
We're at 21st in California.
What neighborhood is this?
We're yeah, it might be South London, yeah. I mean, it might be. I don't know. It's either that or yeah, it might be that.
Davidson says it's
Pilsen. If they just Google
double homicide.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Little Village.
Yeah, it probably Little Village. Put 21st in California is where we're at.
21st in California.
We're at 21st in California, 22nd in California.
And 22nd in California.
It's it looks like it was a chase between two cars because there's three different crime scenes. They said a double homicide?
That's what one guy said. I don't know where he's getting at because we had the scanner running and we couldn't hear anything about this.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I don't think it's on. You know what I'm saying? Like
they put it on a different citywide or something.
I think that it goes by. I don't think we have the one because it's way too quiet. I mean, when you have that one, it's always like you can't even stop it. Like even if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not that good with it, so I don't know.
Maybe I need to put on.
Was this the guy with one? Tell him that we got cameras. So he can't see. Look at the mount on our cameras.
Just in case you can't see all the cameras, they got cameras.
Alvarez runs up to as soon as somebody comes, another officer. Alvarez runs up to him and then tells them we have cameras, as if they wouldn't know we have cameras ourselves. But literally, the mounts for our cameras are bigger than our heads. Like you could not see our cameras. I'm just gonna show you his camera.
Hey,
like there's no way you could not see our camera. Like you don't have to run up to every single person that comes here and tells them we have cameras. Like, calm down, Alvarez. You're at a double homicide. Use a little decorum. But he's a white shirt. You can see his collar out there, and because he's got his hat on, I think he's a lieutenant.
Looks like he's really young and just woke up.
This guy right here, he keeps on running up to everybody and telling them we got cameras, as if somehow we're the enemy because we have a camera.
Cameras are massive.
Yeah, you can switch the word camera with, I guess, any other. I mean, he's got camera on the side, like grenades. They got grenades.
Tell me the double is in Chatham.
Chatham's on the south side.
That's south side. We're up north.
No, we're on like we're on the south. We're on the south side, but like low end.
Yeah.
We're like, I would say we're in Pilsen. We're at 20. Just hey guys, Google. One of you guys Google 21st California. It says as Little Village or Pilsen. No, we're in the south side. We're on the low end though.
Yeah, we're like 10 blocks north of.
We're 21 blocks. We're 21 blocks south of Medicine.
10 blocks from Mystic Park, and a little bit west.
These guys are saying Joe Rogan died.
People say it all the time.
Yeah. Could one of you guys just Google and see what neighborhood in Chicago is 21st in California? I'm sure Pilsen. And if we're not, a little village.
Oh.
Most say it says a little village.
So this is like an older scene. And maybe that's why we didn't hear it. So someone's telling me Channel 10.
In California, Cook County Jail is located. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
10
close to
o'clock
there.
news. 10 o'clock news.
Yeah, we're in little village. Yeah, I think we're in little village.
It says officer involved shooting at 21st in California.
That's us.
Yeah. North Lawndale is.
Oh, there's an officer involved shooting. That's why they're so quick-lived. There's an officer involved shooting.
Yeah, they got to be quiet so you can get a fair trial.
That's why he didn't rant Alvarez. There's an officer involved shooting.
That's why they're keeping their mouth shut. Yeah, we were. I think.
There, Kimmy. Now you're mad.
About an hour ago, we were in Little Village.
Joe Rogan's still alive, but apparently, if you guys can look up, see, there's some kind of crime that happened at 21st in California. I think it's Little Village or Pilsen. See if it's an officer involved shooting. Something's going on here. Here, come on, let's take a walk down here. There's no, this thing's broken. It's taped off. There's no traffic. Yeah, that's got to be the county right there. Yeah, that's the Popeyes right next to the county. Oh yeah, we're in Little Village.